Okay, so we are going to make a video just to understand that how we are going to make our final presentation for the three plans which we have done: the bedroom, dining room and the living room. So you have almost done the floor plan, furniture planning and the lighting plan. So the next will be the flooring plan. But before that, just let us try to understand something, that how you're going to finalize your work. So I will just go to the open folder, and I will go to the folder where I have my drawings. Let's say interior design, interior designing, and then here we have the three folders: bedroom, dining room and the living room. Okay, so let's try to go with each of these one by one. I will open the bedroom first. So when I open the bedroom, I can see bedroom floor plan, bedroom furniture plan, bedroom lighting plan, and I'm sure that all of you have these three files. But you can see two extra files. One is the bedroom grid base and sample legend. Okay, so right now I'm not going to talk about the sample legend. I'm going to talk about only about the bedroom grid base. Okay, so just select it and I will just try to open. Yeah, this is my bedroom grid base. Okay, why I'm calling this a grid base, because here we will put our plan here and then we will just try to print it. Okay, so what all the things you're going to see here is that this is a A4 size paper. So all our drawings we are going to print on A4 size. So this setup is for A4, and if you can see on the top right side there is a block for the north arrow to show the north arrow in the plan. And then if I go down here, we have something as designed by, it's written here Robert K. So what I can do is I can just double click on this text and I can just select it and change the name. Whatever the name we want to change, we can go and change the name for this one. So let's say Mr. Williams. Okay, then what happens is as soon as you write some other text, the text is misplaced here. So we have to keep back the text in the same place like how it was before approximately. So I'll click on move, and then I will select this text, right click, and then I will just click on the text back, and approximately I just move it here. Okay, the next thing is the address. So of course, like blocked in street 5, if you want to write your own address, you can just write your own address here. And then telephone, it's an optional. If you want to write it down, you can write it down or leave it as it is. The next thing is, what is this sheet for? It is for bedroom. Okay, and for this for who? So I will say I will change it now, because we already write Mr. Williams there. So here write Mr. Robert. You see the same thing again here. The text is misplaced, so I will just bring back the text to the same place. Scale, I will keep NTS now. NTS means not to scale. And date October 2018. So if you want to change it to November, so double click and change it to November. Again the same thing. The text is misplaced. You will go to the move command, select the text, right click, and then bring back the text inside. Okay, and I think this looks fine. The main working area will be here, but you will do this only one time only, not again and again. Fine. So once everything is done, you will press Z enter, E enter, and then save the plan and close your drawing. Okay, close your drawing. Right, and then you will go back to the open folder again, and now you will actually we will start to work now. We will open bedroom floor plan. Okay, so I'm just going to open the bedroom floor plan. Okay, so here I'm going to type XR, enter. So when I'm going to type XR, enter, I can, everybody about know about this one, external references. So we'll just click here and say attach DWG. And if you don't get this path, you have to go to the path interior design, interior designing, and then bedroom, and bedroom grid base. Click on this one and then just say okay. So when you say open, you will find some options here. I want everybody to have the same settings. The first is attachment. Don't click on attachment, click on overlay. One thing, specify on screen, it should be uncheck. Specify on screen insertion point, uncheck. Path type relative path, nothing, uncheck. 0. This should be for all, it should be the same. Unit inches and factor should be 1. So when everything is set up, you can just say okay. Right, when I say okay, I can see that the grid is coming here and your plan is coming here. The problem is here that you have to move the plan and keep on the grid, or you have to move the grid and keep on the plan. The question is that what you will move. You will move your plan or you will move your grid. According to me, the position of the plan is more important than the position of the grid, because if I move my plan, maybe I will disturb my plan and all the other drawings which are attached to this one. So preferably I will try to move my grid base plan. So I will close the external references and then I will go to the move. I will select it and I will try to move it like this. Okay, but if I move like this is the wrong way. I should not move like this one. So I will go back to undo. Okay, here, because this is a attach, this is the external references, so we cannot move like this one. What we have to do is we have to type one command that is called as the refedit, enter. That is called as a ref edit. So now you will select the grid based plan. He'll ask you, you want to modify the grid based plan? You will say okay. See, now you are inside the grid based plan and you will not disturb your plan for anything. So now you can simply take move and select the grid based plan and right click, and just don't click anywhere. Try to be very little bit specific. Just try to zoom in, and let's say I need to have the intersection point here. If I can't see the intersection point, I'll press shift and right click and say intersection, and click on this intersection point and bring to the end of the wall. You see the end of the wall here? Yes. Okay, now before we close in, what I will do is I will go for print. Yes, very good. I already have the setup. I hope all of you have this setup. If you don't have this setup, then you must watch the video and try to keep this setup. And then I will say preview. I want to see that how my video, how my drawing is going to look like. So I will say preview. Yeah, something is cutting that we will see. But what is most important for me now is that does this plan is coming in the center, approximately in the center of the grid. Okay, for that, first of all, let's try to change the window. That means because something is cutting in the drawings, I will say window, and I will click on this end and this end. Now I'll try to see the preview again. Yeah, now everything is coming on the paper. So after that, what you will do is you will check from the left, right side and the left side. I think here the grids are 1 2 3 4 5. Here the grids are 1 2 3 4 5 6, something like this. So I guess we can apply to layout, cancel. We can move this grid, you know, I'll go back and intersection. I will move from two positions here to here, and then I will go back to the printing again and let me see the preview. Oh, see, again we have to click on the window because we moved the grid actually, that's why. So we do the window again and see the preview. Yeah, now try to zoom in and see. I think here 1 2 3 4 5 6 approximately, not necessarily exactly the same. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we can move back one. So I'll just move it, and from this side let's say I move one grid column to here. Yes, and then I will see the preview. So but first thing is I have to change the window again because it is disturbed. So I'll do the window and I will see the preview. Yeah, I think this is approximately similar from the right and the left. And what about the top and the bottom? Top and the bottom can be a little bit different because you can write few text here and then you can write a few text here. So if I guess this is approximately similar. If you want to be very precise, then stop the video and count the number of grid from here, count the number of grid from here, number of grid from here, and try to arrange your plan like this. And if somebody is having different plan, it's not at all a problem that sometimes here we can have one or two less grids, here we can have one or two more grids. That's not at all a problem. So I'll just say you can see that everything visible now. Bedroom, I like designed by your address, and then what is this, a bedroom for who, scale November 2018. And you can see the grids is very light like a gray, but okay. uh, but still, if you remember, we are inside the grid plan, so you will just do the right click and say close. Because we are inside the ref edit session still, so close ref edit session and say save reference edits. So save reference edits, and then he will ask you, do you want to save the changes? You will say yes. Okay, now you are in the actual plan back. But here I can see that the grids are coming on the top of the wall. So you will select the grid plan and right click. There is something called as a draw order, and then you will say send to back. Right now your walls, sorry, your grids are behind the walls. Let's try to have a final look in this here. I'll go for preview again simply, and now if you try to zoom in, yeah, and believe me, when you just print the drawing, these grids will be very light because you're using color 252 here. It will be very light, just like a background, and this everything will get a good effect about your drawing, and then it's like a professional drawing on the grid paper. Okay, and you should move your text for the bedroom in the middle. I know that in the furniture plan we have a problem, we will discuss about it later on. Okay, so right click, exit, and apply to layout. Okay, cancel. So that is the end of our bedroom floor plan, but I have one correction left here. So what I need is I need to have here a different name for this one because this is the bedroom floor plan. So I will select the bedroom, right click, and I will just try to open this file. Okay, from here I will copy this text because I need the same font. Clipboard, copy, then I'll close this file and say no, and then clipboard, paste. I'll just try to keep it approximately here to be in the same line. Yes, and why I bring this text and what I need exactly is I will write bedroom dash floor plan. I'm sorry, the text is a bit difficult to say, but I need the dash also. Yeah, it's here. So I just move it back, the text. Okay, something like this. Okay, but for this one, especially for this text, I want to make one new layer, and I will call this layer as, I'll go to the new layer and I will call this as, let's say, bedroom frame text. And I will try to change the color so that it's a little bit different. So I'll select it and I'll put it in the bedroom frame text. Okay, good. That's it. This is what we need here now. So I will just save it, and before I close I will again go back to the printing and I will see the preview. Yes, right, so this is bedroom floor plan. Okay, rest of the things looks fine. We can add some more data like what is the number for the window, what is the number for the door. These are the different things. We have some corrections to remove these lines, but at least for we should have the sheet so that we can go ahead for the corrections. Okay, so I will say cancel and I will just close this file now. I hope it is clear that probably you can try to rewind the video one or two to three times and then it will be easier for you. And here I'm going to save this file now, and again I'm going to go to the open folder, and then I will go for the furniture plan. I will open the furniture plan. Okay, if you go in the furniture plan you will find something here. This is your own text. You can keep it or remove it. In the end you have to remove this text, but for working procedure it's okay, you can keep this text. And if you remember, we write this there in the floor plan. That is the floor plan. So this is, I don't want this one. This is what is the problem for me. But anyhow, we will see why we have a problem here. So the first thing is I will type XR enter, and I will go for this arrow and say attach drawing. And the same thing, I will attach bedroom grid base, and I will say open, and I will say okay. So probably this time you will not find a lot of problem because you already adjusted the grid base plan in the last plan. The only thing is grid base plan is coming above the wall. So select it and say right click and say draw order and send to back. That's it. And now if I go for printing, oops, if I go for printing, and I can change the window first of all, and I can close it, and I can see the preview. Oops, the preview is not visible. Why? Because apply to layout and cancel, because you remember we have a layer here called the traffic pattern which is not coming in the print. So I will select it. I'll go to the home tab and I will go for, let's say, zero layer. I'm trying to be very quick because my laptop battery is going to finish. So preview, and this is, for me this is perfectly fine now. Anyhow, if we need to change we can make several changes, but right now this is okay as per the sheet is concerned. But the only problem for me is that bedroom dash floor plan. I don't want the floor plan here because this is a furniture plan. I need bedroom dash furniture plan. So I will say exit, and what I will do is I will select this text and right click and open this file, and I will copy this text, right click and say clipboard and copy. I'll close this file now, and what I have to do here is I will uh, select freeze and freeze this layer, so this layer is gone, and then I can say right click clipboard and paste. So I get the text here now, and this you will write as a furniture plan. Yes. Okay, so if it is not coming, you can just expand it. Okay, and then you can move your plan here. If you can adjust more, you can adjust more, and then finally I'll close the xref and z enter, e enter, save the file, and then you'll go for printing and you'll see the preview. Yeah, this looks fine now. Furniture plan, and this is okay. Okay, that's it. Cancel. I don't know how much is the battery remaining now. 15 minutes. So I will just very quickly go for the lighting plan, but I will be very quick. Just open the lighting plan. Okay, so I'll go for attach, and you will attach the lighting plan, and then you will say okay. Oh, sorry, not the lighting plan, the grid base. Say okay, close. Select the grid base, right click, draw order, center back, and here again the same thing. You'll go for the freeze, and I don't want this text, I don't want this text. I'll go for clipboard and paste because we already have it. And now I will select it, and then you go down and you will click this one, and we will write this one. What is this one? This is a lighting plan. Yeah, and then you can just move the text where it is available here like this. Okay, then finally you will just say save, and you will go for the printing, and we have to change the window one time and see the preview. Yeah, right, so this looks okay. Right click, apply to layout, cancel, save the drawing, and close. So this the way that you will do the sheets for all of this one. I was very slow that when we're doing the base floor plan, a little bit quicker when we're doing the furniture plan, and was very fast when we're doing the lighting plan. So if you have any problems, just try to focus on the floor plans. Once the floor plan is correct, once you do the floor plan correctly, then furniture plan, lighting plan will be automatically done corrected. Okay, sample legend, we will try to see in the next video that why exactly we are going to use a sample legend. And if you go back to the folder for the dining room, I will give you the file for let's say dining room grid base and sample legend. And if I go for again living room, you will go for living room grid base and sample legend. So these two files I will give you for each of the plans. You have to just copy it and then try to follow the video one, two, three times, and then try to do it. The video can be a lengthy one, but it's useful. You must it will save a lot of time for you. Try to look at the video and try to practice it. Best of luck. Okay.